Hello everyone, this is Rafi from EN Global Education Limited, and I work as an international admission officer at EN Global. And first of all, I'd like to welcome everyone to our live session today, and Ramadan Mubarak to everyone who are here with us today. And just before we start our live session, I'd like to welcome everyone. And just for those who are watching us for the first time, we are basically one of the top UK education consultancy centers in Bangladesh. And to be more specific, we are an accredited student visa service providing company, and we mainly process files and provide services to the student who want to apply to study in the UK. And we're partnered with some of the top ranked UK universities. And today, as promised, we're hosting this live session with one of our prominent partners, University of Portsmouth, and we'll be joined by one of our very special guests, Mr. Amran Mofis, who is the regional manager for the university. So let's welcome Mr. Amran Mofis.
Hello, Mr. Tarek. Thanks for arranging this Facebook live session and inviting me. And this is Amran Mufis. I'm the regional advisor of University of Portsmouth, UK. And students who is watching this video, I will request all of you to share the video. Then your friends and family, they may be able to get lots of information through this Facebook live. And today I will explain very, very important information regarding the reason for study in UK, the opportunities, the university facilities, scholarship, entry requirement, and many more. So stay
All
with
right.
us and keep going.
All right, Amran bhai, first of all, it's a pleasure to have you with us on this live session, and thank you very much for taking your time out to be here with us. It's my first time having this live session with you, so very much looking forward
Fantastic.
to it.
Yeah, same to me.
All
Same
right,
to me.
yeah. Just before we start, I'm just want to let everyone know that we've had a massively successful January intake. So uh, the upcoming intake is no exception. We've already started getting tons of applications. So if you want to apply for the next September intake, and if you haven't made your application yet, just give us a call, make your application, and secure your place. And in the meantime, if you have any questions regarding the university, its location, tuition fees, and so on, you can just leave it in the comment section below, and hopefully you will be answering to your queries in the meantime, right? And okay, well, just before we start, we're gonna watch a short video quickly, just to give everyone the rough idea, basically, about the university, its location, tuition fees, and what they can expect from the university in general. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. So actually, first things I like to share with the students that why they should choose UK. So this is very important because student has many options, many countries, and they could apply. But why UK? So this is a very important question. First of all, I will say like UK has a like multicultural dynamic cultural countries, and especially for education,
Right.
the UK is always in a higher position. You could see like top ranked, all the top ranked universities are in UK, and the quality of the education is very high. And especially for the employer, they really love to hire UK graduate people, especially in Bangladesh as well. So even you like to stay in UK, even you like to stay any other countries, or even in Bangladesh, you will get a very high value of this degree when you
Right.
search for a job. Also, on top of it, UK is providing some additional benefits. As an example, now in UK, the visa success rate is very high. UK is welcoming us to study in there, to spend our time in there. So along with that, in UK, what they are doing, they are giving us 20 hours work permit for the student per week. That means 80 hours in a month they could work while they are doing full-time job. So that facilities will give a student to manage their food and accommodation cost if they want. But sometimes students are thinking, I will work and I will pay my tuition fees, which is actually practically sometimes difficult. So you may be able to manage part of the tuition fees, but definitely The full tuition fees manage is quite impossible, especially if it is a September intake. So I will recommend students to keep the backup for your tuition fees, pay the tuition fees, and you will get enough time to earn money later on after finishing your completing your degree. As an example, if we say a 1 year master's in UK, normally every intake is a 4.5 month. So in
Right.
that case, only 9 months the student is studying. So after that, student will be able to work 3 months for summer holiday. So they normally usually get extra 3 month visa. So that time they could work, and student could apply for post study work permit. So this is a great thing for right now. UK is allowing students, international students, if they complete their education, like it could be honors or masters, they will be able to apply for 2 years post study work permit. So in that 2 years, definitely you could earn a good amount of money. You could work full time. And if you have any study loan or something, you could repay the money very easily. Also, students are able to apply for tier 2 visa after the tier PSW. So the tier 2 visa could be up to 5 years. So in that 5 years, you could work.
Right.
So there is a huge time. You will give it enough time to work and earn money, but you have very limited time for study. So my suggestion is while you are studying, please focus on your study, not like earning money, and earn money after completing your study. So
So
then the total will everything will be balanced.
So it's basically for the students, they should basically first of all focus on completing their graduation
Degree,
or post
right?
graduation, and then later on they can secure their place by applying for the jobs or anything. So okay, obviously it's a great opportunity for all the students because they can stay there after finishing their courses, basically, right?
Right, right. Also, UK is giving many other facilities. If any students apply in UK right now, if they have a spouse for master's students, so spouse can go along with the student, or if the student have kids, so they could also apply along with the students. And the kids they have free education for in the government school. So there is many facilities actually UK is providing. So altogether, if we think UK is supporting international students a lot. Also, after the Brexit, there is many European students and many European peoples right now. They moved from UK to their own country. So that is the reason. So in UK, they have huge demand of employees. So that is the things we are getting the benefit. So students are getting job, and there is many vacancies are around. So this is a great opportunities for us to have work, get a good job, and also the salary range. If the student's age is 22 plus, the current salary is 9.5 pound per hour, and if the age is below, then it's a little less than 9.5 pound. So altogether, if we see, so UK is a great place for choosing any destination. Also, many students they want to think for their future, and they want to make a long-term plan. So for them, if they're really interested to stay in UK in
Right.
future, that means like settlement or residency or PR. In that case, also UK has many options. The doors are open. So I'm not an immigration lawyer, so I'm not authorized to give more details. I could give a basic information, which is there is a point-based immigration system. There is a 70 points required to apply for residency, and to get that 70 points, students have to able to get a good job, good salary. So through those things, they will get good points, and they have to pay tax to the government with the salary range is 25,600 pound or above. So in that case, students will be able to apply for residency as well. So
Right.
students could study, student could work part-time, student could work full-time later on, and student could apply for residency. So altogether, this is a great combination, I will say, to apply in UK for Bangladeshi students. Also, if we add a little more, specifically University of Portsmouth. So this is very important to know the university before you apply. It's a public university, and we have a more than 110 years history of education. And this is a gold-rated university based of teaching excellence framework, and it's a five-star rated university. Our world ranking is 601 onwards to 700 QS ranking, and so you could see like definitely it's a high-ranked university. So I always suggest student that when they choose the university specifically for masters, they should choose the high ranked university because that degree the you will carry long time in your life with your for future career and everything. So this is very important what you are getting, and the university is providing many facilities to the students along with the quality of the education. So our education system is more about practical oriented education, so that is the reason when the students graduate, it's very easy for them to get a very good job. So that is the reason on 97.5% of our students are getting job within the 6 months of their graduation, so which is very high. Also, Portsmouth is a port city. The
Right.
Portsmouth city is a port city. The location is close to London. It's 70 miles from London. By train, it takes 1 hour 20 minutes. It's a beautiful south coast of England. It's a beautiful seafront city, and there is a beautiful South Sea beach. So the surrounding South Sea beach, there is a big tourist place as well. So for summertime, it's very easy for students to get a job in the tourist place. Also in the city, there is Mary Rose Museum, Victoria Park, and many more. Gun of Quays, a beautiful place for visitors or the students who is staying there.
Right.
In Portsmouth, this is a top 5 most affordable city. So that is the reason specifically Bangladeshi students they always prefer to stay in Portsmouth because London sometimes is quite expensive, accommodation and living expense. So rather than spending money in London, so it's better to study in a good, high quality
Right.
university with a reasonable expense, with the tuition fees and living expense as well. There is some additional benefit we are providing to the students, like for the local transport. So there's a Portsmouth, there's a local transport, intercity transport. So if the student has a University of Portsmouth ID card, they don't have to pay any transport charge. So it's a free.
Basically, yeah. So they can commute without
Right,
paying for the
right,
tickets, right? Okay.
exactly. So it's only inside the Portsmouth city, not outside. So that is also saving their money in many ways, actually saving the money.
Right.
Uh,
Yes.
so, so altogether, also university has a 24-hour library facilities. We have mock courtroom. Uh, we have laboratory, science laboratory, computer lab. So there is many facilities students will get. Sometimes what's happened in Bangladesh, many university don't cannot provide high quality of service or high quality of education, which actually students want to get from UK universities. Also, in Portsmouth, um, like the community, the Bangladeshi community is very strong. Specifically, the Muslim community, there is many mosques there. There is a Bangladeshi community, more than 20,000 Bangladeshi people living in Portsmouth city. So it's a great thing. So when any students reach in Portsmouth City, they don't feel lonely, and in the community is very strong and cooperative and very helpful. They do many events like Eid, Punarbalani get together program, Pohela Boishakh program, and many activities they are doing. They do many sports program as well. So students could be engaged and socializing those activities. Could enjoy the
Right.
community as well in the same time of staying outside of Bangladesh.
So yeah, there's a big Bangladeshi community in
Yes,
Portsmouth. So students who are first time basically visiting the UK, they will feel home.
right, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Those are the things altogether we will see definitely will make an impact for students for their future career and to sustain in UK.
Right.
Uh, and university is offering range of scholarship. Basically, there is a country scholarship which the students could get, which is £1,600. So that means if the student has Bangladeshi passport uh, and Bangladeshi nationality, so that means they could get £1,600 scholarship straight away. Also, there is another opportunities to get £5,000 scholarship. So that scholarship student have to apply. This is not an automatic scholarship. This one is student have to apply for it.
Right.
In that £5,000 scholarship, student could like apply, and the result have to be good. So the question is like who will get the scholarship? So
Right.
every intake 5 to 7 people, 5 to 7 students are getting that scholarship. It's not a huge number. So normally we focus on the academic result. So if the student's academic result is very good, so definitely he's eligible to apply, and he could be one of them who will get that scholarship. So this is very important. Also, students always want to know how they will study and how they will uh, apply. So this application process is very simple. Students don't have to worry anything. They could meet or visit or by email come to EN Global,
Right.
who are our official partner. So student could submit their documents, and EN Global will apply on behalf of the students. Ah,
All right, thank
so
you very much. Sorry,
Mhm.
thank you very much for sharing that with everyone. I think that'll just give everyone a little bit of encouragement to make their application as soon as possible. And just to add you, uh, just to let everyone know, we have a incredibly, talented, uh, team of officers, basically who are most experienced and who are ready to, be there for you whenever you just give us a call. So all you have to do is just give us a call, and one of our dedicated officers will be there to assist you. Just give us a call on the numbers given, or you can just reach us through emails, and we'll just reach you back. And obviously we have highly experienced and incredibly talented officers working in our application team to help you with your application, then SOP writing, preparing the CV for you, as well as securing the scholarship for you. So all you have to do, just give us a call. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing that.
okay, it's very important. Also, students sometimes they don't know they are eligible or not. So, like definitely, EN Global will help the students for the entry requirement. But the general entry requirement for master student is CGPA 2.75 out of 4, and there is few courses we need a little high result where we its requirement is 3.2 or above. And the university is accepting IELTS and Duolingo. We are providing free Duolingo voucher for the students. So if any student want to sit for a Duolingo exam, they could connect with EN Global, and with the from EN Global they could collect the Duolingo voucher. So when they will do the exam, the university will get the result directly.
So are you
So
guys accepting YTC yet, or?
no, unfortunately, we stopped accepting OITC.
All right.
So we are not accepting OITC anymore,
Right.
but we are accepting IELTS, Duolingo, and Pearson Test of English. And we have some listed university. We are accepting medium of instruction.
All right.
Okay, so through the medium of instruction, student will be able to apply. So there is a 45 university which is in the list, but unfortunately, we may be reduce a few of the university name, and there was 45 university in the list, so it could be 35 instead of 45. So the updated list we will share with the students and agents within a short period of time. And
Right. Yeah.
students always wants to know about the courses,
Right.
which course they could apply. So actually it's difficult for me to explain the courses, because we are offering range of courses which is like more than 300 courses. So what I could do, I could say the name of few of the courses which is very very popular, and even the student has their mind to do some other courses, they could check which could be possible in our university as well.
All right,
So
but sorry, just before you proceed, I just want to ask you one more question, which is,
yeah.
over the past few years of experience, what have you noticed that what sort of courses that students from Bangladesh tend to apply the most, basically, in your opinion or experience, rather?
Yes, exactly. So from Bangladesh, the common course which is very very popular for business is
Right,
international business
right,
management, international marketing, international human resource management, accounting and finance, um, and project management, logistics, supply chain management, digital business management, digital marketing, accounting with data analytics.
right,
um, so masters of finance, economics, finance and banking. So those are the common courses for business.
right,
Also for students from linguistic background, they could apply applied linguistic and TESOL or MA education. So those or we have some good course like international relation and politics, or MA international relation. um, Also for civil engineering background, we could see there is a MSc Civil Engineering, Building Information Management, Engineering Management, Sustainable Cities, Geographical Information System, Quantity Surveying, Real Estate Management, Conservation Architecture, Interior Architecture and Design, and Masters of Architecture. Also, we have Tripoli Energy and Power System Management, Mechanical Engineering, Advanced Manufacturing Technology, Coastal and Marine Resource Management, Advanced Manufacturing. We have MSc Crisis Risk and Resilience Management. Students from medical background or from nursing background, they could apply clinical exercise and science. So there is many courses. There is a computer related courses there, which is computer network administration and management, cyber security and forensic information technology,
right.
cyber crime, data analytics, which is a very good course. We have media and communication. We are getting huge number of application nowadays. Also from Bangladesh, we are getting application from LLM law, law with legal technology, criminal justice, criminology, and many more. Also from geoscience, we have geographical information system, engineering, geology and contamination, crisis disaster management. So those are also the course. And sometimes we'll find from Bangladesh few students who is interested. Background is from like fashion,
Right.
so like they could apply fashion and textile. And also students from merchandising background, they could apply for fashion marketing. So those are the top course. We are getting huge number of application every intake from the listed course which already I mentioned.
All right. Are there any courses basically with work placement, or is there any 2-year courses basically?
Not right now. Actually, the reason is that UK is already providing 2 years PSW. So that is the reason we are now only focusing 1 year master's course, where after completing the degree, student could immediately move on the 2 years PSW.
Okay. And in terms of the tuition fees, could you please just give us some idea about the tuition fees?
Yeah, actually, I already informed you that we have a scholarship which is £1,600. So we have, if we say about business tuition fees, so our business management and this is tuition fees is £17,600. So if I
Right.
say like 17,600 minus 1,600, it's becoming around 15,000. 400, I think. 17,000 minus. So yeah, it's a 15,400 pound. So
with the
15,000
scholarship?
for, yeah, after the scholarship. Yeah, I will say this is a reasonable cost
Yeah.
because you are getting a degree from a gold rated and five-star rated university. It's a high ranked university.
Right.
To get a degree from high ranked university, definitely you have to pay a little extra money, but you will get high quality education, and your employability will be very high, and your quality and your degree value will be definitely high. But if we see the course from science background, the
Right.
tuition fees is little higher. It's 18,300 pound. So if because there is many lab facilities required, so if we see 18,300 minus 1,600, it's becoming 16,700 pound.
Right.
So 16,700 like I will say again, it's becoming kind of reasonable cost, and divided by two, which is 8,350 pounds student have to pay for their first intake to complete the registration. So those are the range of tuition fees we are offering right now.
Right. So basically, the tuition fees is a little higher for the science students
Yeah.
who having science background. Let's talk about the gap issue. So, how many years of educational or academic gaps are you guys considering?
We are accepting gap. Actually, we don't have any specific year
Right.
for gap for masters. For undergraduate, we are accepting 2 years gap. But for masters, it's depend because sometimes students have long gap, but they are continuously working, and they
Right.
have continuous work history. So if they
Right.
have a professional work history, so from university side, we don't have any issues for that.
So, is it same for the students who are applying with the MOI or medium of
Yeah,
instruction, right?
no, in medium of instruction only 5 years.
Only
That
five
means,
years.
yeah, that means like students from 2017 onwards, if they pass,
Right.
only they could apply.
Right. And now let's talk about the turnaround time for the for issuing CAS as well as the offer letter. So what's the
Uh,
turnaround time for issuing
yeah,
CAS?
actually, as you know, University of Portsmouth is a like very popular university. It's not
Right.
only Bangladesh, from different countries, we are getting huge number volume of application. So
Right.
that is the reason currently we are getting offer within 30 days.
30
So we are
days.
trying, yeah. So we are
Right.
trying to make the date lesser, but the current offer date is 30 days. And the
And
cash we
yeah.
will start issuing maybe from we'll try maybe from next month, end of next month, we will try to issue the cash. So if the students meet all the requirements, then we don't have any problem to issue cash. But student definitely have to remove all the condition, pay the deposit, and also have to pass the credibility interview. So we have a university credibility interview. So students have to be eligible for that. Sometimes students are thinking I have MOI, so I don't have to worry. But
Right.
if you have MOI and if we found your English level is not up to the mark, you will not be able to pass the credibility interview, and cannot we will not issue the case.
Right. So in terms of the credibility interview, so could you please just give us some idea as to what sort of questions are asked in the interview?
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah.
So basically, we will need to know more about the student's intention in the credibility interview. So
Right.
first, we try to understand the student's background, what he have done previously. After that, we ask many questions to understand what is his future plan. Then we ask the reason for choosing UK, or reason for choosing University of Portsmouth, and reason for choosing the particular course. And we need to understand more details that student knows about this course or not, the tuition fees or not, and the facilities of the course module or not. So those are the things we will need to understand. After that, we need to check that student how many university compared, and then how they decided the University of Portsmouth is good for. them. So that comparison very important to understand the student's intention. Also, we need to know students' financial ability to continue the studies. Sometimes, uh, like a student maybe have a limited amount of money to cover
Right.
one semester, but end of the day they cannot continue after going to UK. So this is give us a like huge impact, or it makes us a problem for us, because if the student don't continue, it's a bad reputation for Bangladeshi students.
Right.
Uh, so always, I recommend please keep the backup of your fund before you apply, or before you travel to UK. Hmm.
Right.
Especially undergraduate students, because in masters it's 1 year course, but undergraduate is a 3 to 4 years. Students have to pay the tuition fees. So if they cannot manage from their parents or for any sources, in that case, sometimes students discontinue, and which is not good, and university really don't like that.
Right. And do you still have a deadline for the application?
Yes, our official deadline is 30 of May. That means end of last month, next month. So in that case, we have less than 2 months time to apply. But if the students who is watching this video today, I will
Right.
request don't wait for the last minute.
Right. Yeah.
Don't wait for the last minute. Please apply immediately, and we will issue the case as soon as possible.
All right. And when it comes to the accommodation, so as you know, most of the students they don't really have any relatives in the UK. So it's a big major concern for the student as well as for their parents. So do the university, does the university provide any accommodation facilities on campus, rather accommodation facilities to the
Definitely, definitely. University has a beautiful accommodation campus. So students they are welcome to stay in there. So
right,
we have a single room, we have studio room, and different facilities are available in there, and it's inside the university area boundary. So you student don't need to spend time for traveling as well. The accommodation cost is approximately £600 per month.
right,
But what's happening? Sometimes Bangladeshi students they like to save some additional money, and they like to stay in a cheaper option. So for them, they always prefer to stay in a private accommodation, where the cost could be approximately £350 to £450.
right,
It depends of the location and area. And definitely for the university accommodation, university will help. But for private accommodation, normally we don't have direct helping way, but we have many students who is currently studying. So when any student requests us, we try to connect those students with them, and sometimes they are helping each other to find accommodation.
all right. Thank you very much, Bhaiya. And last of all, the current COVID situation. So last intake it was basically a little bit of hassle for most of their students because they had to join the online classes. So is it the same at the moment in the UK, or the things have changed?
No, actually, right now the situation is much more better. So the COVID restriction we don't have. So that is the reason students have to uh, come personally, and have to attend the class physically. So we
Right,
are not offering online class for this upcoming September intake. So definitely students have to come and visit the university, stay in the class, and they have to physically do the exam. The online flexibility we don't have in this intake. So sometimes it was good. Even student, it was many they faces many challenges, but sometimes it's good for students to attend the online class before they personally
right.
uh, like a visit to the university. But now we don't have any options, so student don't have choice. So they have to apply. They need to get the cash as soon as possible, and they should apply for the visa, and they should fly as soon as possible.
So basically, they are joining the classes physically this time around. There's no online classes going to happen, right?
Right, right.
Right. Okay, well, just we're at the very end of our live session today. And so if you would like to add anything else before we wrap up our today's session.
Yeah, of course. I like to say one thing to the students. Uh, Sometimes students are very confused. They think 6 months, they think 1 year, they think 2 years. So if you think too much and cannot make your decision, you maybe you maybe lose lots of opportunities which UK is providing right now.
Right.
Because we all everybody knows opportunities stays limit for limited time, and now there is many opportunities are there to study in UK. So if you planning to study in UK, make your decision now. Come and visit personally in EN Global, our official partner, and they
Right.
will give you a full guidance how to apply, how much money you need for your bank, how you will get the visa, and every single thing. So you don't have to worry. So you could rely on them, and you could make the decision and apply University of Portsmouth.
All right. Thank you very much for once again sharing this with everyone. And thank you for taking your time out to be here with us. And looking forward to having more session with you in future. Thank you.
Okay, just same to me. Thank you. Take
Have
care.
a good day. Thank you very much.